Previously on the Guardians of Fehal.
You adventurers were finishing up some social activities after attending the play in town. The girls had a tea date with Rhiannon where they chatted and talked about life and totally passed the Bechdel test, while Hans and Franz, Andrew's character, woke up with the horse tattoo on his foot. The afternoon passed with Una saying goodbye to her father before he headed back to their islands and told her that the next day cadets would be arriving from her village, so that would be something to look forward to. They also said goodbye to Callum and Lyra, who used the spell Transport via Plants to head back to their secret Fey village, which everyone got a glimpse of. And Hans and Franz, Andrew's character, confessed to his brother that he and Rhiannon were dating or something, or whatever the equivalent of it is. And you guys decided to go to the aqueducts that night and start working on clearing out the monsters that had been summoned by Para while the Selkies were still kind of lurking around in the area. So you managed to find some and fight some black puddings. And as you were finishing up that and exploring the room a bit more, Spriul came up to you, Una, and was popping emphatically, saying he had seen some sort of creepy decaying body in the water. All right, so yeah, Una, Spriul plops up to you from the water and is like telepathically speaking to you in like a panicked voice that there was something creepy in the water. It looked like a decaying body. He was freaking out. It was just like up at the curve, up the hallway. So yeah, he's just a little bit like, what do you want me to do? I don't want to go back. It's creepy.
Well, he can only hold his breath for a half hour, so I will tell him to stay close and in the water.
As an octopus?
Yeah, the octopuses or squids can only hold their breath up to a half hour outside of water.
Yeah.
Oh, outside of water.
Yeah, outside of water.
Okay.
So I will turn to the party and be like, prepare for a undead being coming this way. He popped his head up and Spriel spotted him. He should most likely be coming closer thanks to your light shining.
Well, I mean, if it's undead, we'll be just fine. My brother and I, and I'll clap my brother on the shoulder, have dealt with a necromancer in the past. It's not that bad.
Okay. On that note, I'm going to go into a more viable position, and I'm going to move over here. So that way, when I see it coming the corner, if I see it coming around, then I will shoot it.
Okay.
So I'll ready in action to shoot it with my bow if possible.
Give me a perception check, Una, to see if you see it.
Passive of 15 or active of 8. Great way to start the night.
By the way, honey,
Yeah, you could.
Andrew's character's dark vision goes out to almost across the channel from where he's at right now.
Same as me.
Same as Una. I would say, since for the listeners tonight, Andrew is not joining us, and so Josh will be playing both Hans and Franz tonight.
Only in I will not be playing my brother. That's going to get real confusing.
No, just have conversations with yourself. It'll be fine.
Not on air.
So Una and Josh, as Hans and Franz, your brother, you see, you guys managed to see some sort of humanoid shape in the water. It basically looks like a body that skin is like gray and green and slimy and was probably humanoid. It's humanoid at one point, but it is like got almost like a mucousy film on it now, and pieces of its flesh are missing, and as it sees you coming around the corner with the light and popping, it ducks below the water and just seems to disappear. So
since I saw it, was I able to get a shot off at it?
Yeah, you can go give me a shot. Hit me with your best shot.
That is a 19 to hit the mysterious fleeing creature.
Yep, that hits.
8 points of damage.
range. All right.
Since Hans and Franz doesn't have a ranged attack, well, I mean, he's got a javelin, but he's not chucking one of those in the water. He'll run forward and do like a double move just to get at the corner.
All right. I will. How far does his dark vision extend?
He should have an aura. I gave him a 60-foot aura.
Over here, and he does not see the shape from where he is.
Okay. He would probably. I mean, yeah. If we're going round by round, he wouldn't have the action to make the perception check into the water, but he would be doing that at the next opportune time.
All right. Well, that's actually the question. We could technically do. Does Una intend to chase this thing? Because if she does, then I probably will roll initiative because you will kind of be triggering like a chase.
I mean, I am the fastest. I could easily go after it. But if the group wants to go after it, I mean, we have to kill all the monsters, right? That was part of the deal.
I mean, we don't know how many all of the monsters are. It's not like we have a progress bar in the upper right corner of our HUD.
I'm pretty sure they just said kill as many as you can and report back the quantity that we end up killing.
I mean,
we didn't know how much.
If we're on a see it, kill it mission, I mean, Una's gonna go after it. I mean, especially since she has the range. So I will run, which would give me 60 feet of movement.
Okay.
And I can see up to 90 feet with my dark vision. Gloom Stalker for the win. And I guess I'll have Spree follow as well in the water to keep an eye on the creature.
All right.
So yeah, the answer to your question, honey, is yes.
We're gonna roll
we are doing a sort of chase.
I have a 20.
Nora's going pretty low in the totem pole there.
Okay.
Oh no.
Rowan, you're going on 13. So, one thing I'm going to say is because technically, Josh, I want your opinion, or I'll take opinions from the audience, but would you say the start of combat was Una chasing it or Una shooting it?
Most likely Una deciding to chase.
Okay, so then Una, I will give you your turn to get all the way up there with your movement. Did you double move to get there, or?
Yeah, I had a double move.
Okay, so are you doing anything with your bonus action?
I will cast. Hold on. No, that's just what I'll do. I won't do anything.
Oh wow, just at the edge.
For now, well, I can see still. I can see up to 90 feet, so I'll be looking at the water.
For my brother, it's just at the edge of his vision. Like, if he hadn't have stopped at the corner.
All right, so Una, you make it up you follow, you double moved. You see this thing swimming in the water very clearly, shape as you're through the water, and we'll pass your turn. So the next one up in initiative after you started combat would be Anders Hansen Franz. So Josh, please go ahead and move your character.
Yeah, I mean, as far as how his movement would have gone, it would have most likely just been to move a little closer, perceive, and then complete his movement.
Okay. I don't know what Rowan would be doing, and he is not here at the moment, so I'm just gonna move him. I'm gonna assume he's double moving. He'll kind of look at you, Nora, like, I guess we should...
As far as how Aaron would play, he'd probably get in front of Nora, but not like, I mean, probably more, like something where she can stay in the light and when she moves be, in front of him.
Okay, so Rowan will move up around the edge of this corner where it's starting to get back into the main channel where you guys were before, seeing Hans and Franz a ways ahead, and then keeping an eye of Nora. And we will just say that we will hold his turn. We won't use all of his movement. We'll hold his action, so if he wants to continue chasing after Nora, if she double moves, then he can do that. So we'll just do that since it's her turn next. Or no, wait, it's the green zombie turn next. I forgot how low you're in initiative. All right. The green zombie on this map is going to double move. Basically, he darts ahead 60 feet in the water and takes a left up at the kind of intersection up ahead, and that's where you see him go. Pass the turn to Josh's Hans and Franz.
Okay, well, not one to necessarily want to be left behind. He's going to move forward, and he'll probably dash. And be relying on his passive perception for seeing anything in the water. But obviously, he does not see anything
because it's too far ahead.
Yeah, let's see. I don't think he wants to do any sort of bonus action at this time. So I'll just pass the turn.
Anora, it's your turn. You saw everyone else take off.
Seeing everybody else take off, I'm going to go ahead and 6 I can get up to here by double movement. So she's just running to keep up and is looking back at her brother, giving the "Come on, what are you back there for?" kind of motion.
Yeah.
All right.
And I would imagine he would have prepped the dash action to move with Nora.
Me, yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna move him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6. Or no, wait, 7, 8. He can.
Yeah, he's got some sped.
Yeah, we'll put him.
Don't be doing a balancing act on the edge, Rowan.
Yeah. No, he's not going to be on the edge. Rowan easily catches up to you with his action. And are you doing anything with your bonus action, Sam, or no?
Not yet, no. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on now for now.
All right. Josh, it's your decision again for your brother.
Okay. Well, he saw it dive, continue swimming. Mm-hmm. So with that in mind, he would definitely dash again.
Okay.
He can get up to this bridge here,
okay.
But he wouldn't have seen which direction it turned, so...
Yeah, so he doesn't know.
Yeah, and he doesn't really have a bonus action to do unless is...
Well, actually...
Divine Sense? Let's see. As an action, okay.
All right, then. His turn is over. Una, it's your turn.
I'm going to cast... as a bonus action, Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
So I'm going to move 60 feet. And then as my action, I'm going to shoot him twice.
Yeah, you can see him. Well, actually, from that angle, would you be able to? Because he's under the water, probably like 5.
He's too close to the lip of the thing to actually be seen.
Is this a bridge over here?
Oh, here, I'll reveal it. It looks like it is planks of wood.
Like something I could run across?
You could try.
Yeah, shoot, we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna go here.
All right, give me let's do acrobatics because it's more balancing on it.
That is a 17.
You successfully and very deftly run across it with your Gloomstalker feet, like do.
And I'll Hasbriel move again.
Yeah, you can move him, so we're you should have had him like grip onto your leg.
I was thinking about that.
And then wait a minute, it could have been the reverse of like what it was in the Ulan fight. Instead of the bat on the octopus's head, it would have been an octopus on your head. Could have worn him as like
I had a Caleb moment. What were we thinking?
That would have been fun.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And I guess my Zephyr Strike is still the bonus weapon thing is still held since I didn't use it on this turn.
Rowan, we did move you last turn. We just had you double move, so it's your turn.
Okay. I don't think I can quite do anything other than move, so...
Move, bitch! Get out the way!
Remind me, how did D&D movement is 40. So 5, 10, 15. I'm going to hold a spell. If I see the monster, how far is it from me?
Pretty far.
Andrew's Hans and Franz is at 60. Okay, so I can't do... Never mind, I'm not going to hold a spell. I don't want to get too far away from Nora, so I'm going to stay where I'm at. And that's my turn.
You could also ready, because what we did last turn for you was you moved past, ready to dash action, so when she moved past, you basically moved with her. You could do that again.
Oh, sure. Yeah. That works.
All right. We'll say
How
that's
did
what
Nora get moved. Oh, wait, never mind.
She done moved. All right, it is the creature's turn. It sees you, Una, up on these beams and decides it's going to try to like jump up and take a swipe at you. 5,
Pull her down into the water like the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, right there. So
I'll fight it.
You see this decaying body where the skin has that aspect of being like bloated and like you've seen it in dead sea animals, like when a whale would die at sea and there'd be like the chunks of skin on the surface getting all mushy and gross. That has this, but then there's also this level of like mucus covering over it that's absolutely disgusting that is trying to slam into you.
Awesome.
So, you know, it's super pleasant.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, it totally misses.
Are you sure?
It rolled a
6.
6. So a 6 plus, let me see what the fuck's this creature's attack thing.
My AC is
Yeah, plus
13 at this moment because my armor is slightly broken.
6 plus 3. Nope, it doesn't hit you.
Woo!
So it tries to literally jump out of the water and like slam into you, and it you manage to just deftly step back on the boards without losing your balance. Yeah, so. And then it tries to pop back down and then use the rest of its movement to swim away. So it only moves 3 feet. You would get an attack of opportunity if
Did
you had
have your bow out?
You had your bow
out.
out.
So what I could do is possibly, can I like bludgeon it with my bow?
You can try.
Improvised attack with your bow.
Improvised attack with your bow.
Let's try it.
How's your strength, girl?
It is a 0, so that is a
Low.
14.
That
to
hits
hit
it.
the thing. It does. Okay.
It does.
What do you want me to roll for damage?
I'd call it a club.
Yeah, it'd be a club. So would that
Probably just a
A
D4.
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 Yeah.
So that is 8 point of damage.
One.
You
One.
whack it on the head. It
Oh.
didn't
I
look like it was.
whack.
Back
As
off.
so it didn't really look like it affected it very much. It made you feel good, but your bow now has a little bit of like this gross mucusiness on it. And you're like, "Blah." It's not like corroding it. It's just like, oh, that's gross.
Let's get it. The driftwood part, like it just got caught, and that now it's gonna be stuck in there and stink forever.
No.
Fish oil. I'm seeing if there's anything else I can do. Nope. All right, Hans and Franz, Josh, it is your turn.
Is Spriul swimming along the surface of the water?
Mhm.
Okay.
Are you
He's just
gonna pick
along
him
the
up?
surface, headed towards me.
Hans and Franz is going to go over here,
Fun
pick
fact:
him up.
he has the same colors as his puffet. So he
Sure.
is a black and white octopus with like part of his head being orange and red. Just saying.
Oh my god.
He's going to pick up Spriul. And
Spriul goes up and clings around your arms like.
So
and
then
then let's see here.
Yep.
So he'll do some dashing stuff, see Una not trust himself on these boards. Is Una looking towards the creature, Megan?
I assume so. I mean, she just like whacked it, and it's probably like
Okay.
shaking the crap out of her bow and looking at it.
Yeah.
So Hans and Franz will pick up Spriul, dash, and have Spriul in his arms for now.
Oh, in the arm.
Well, he's got him on a hand, and Spriul's probably like
The tentacles. Yep.
just around his arm.
Coiled.
So
You
I
can
got
think of
this
it as
weird
attack.
like
Throw
super
Spriul.
villain octopus arm attachment.
You're becoming Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Anything else you're doing?
Nope, that's all I got.
Nora, it's your turn.
Well, I think just following everybody's lead, we're gonna keep going. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't get very far, but we're gonna go right there.
All right.
Boop.
None with your bonus.
Nope.
Okay. Well then, I will pass the turn to top of the round. We have Andrew's Hans and Franz, played by Josh.
Okay. So
You guys really are the same.
Andrew, Sans, and Franz would probably not be as cautious as mine.
Get him killed tonight.
Killed? No.
No.
Maybe slightly wet and icky. Or actually, let's see here. Hold on, no. So 15, 30, He's above the creature. How far down in the water is the creature?
First of all, have him make an acrobatics
acrobatics.
check for me.
Oh no. That's a 4.
Okay. Hans and Franz tries to run across the boards as deftly as Una did, but he unfortunately loses his footing, and it just is. He's a little bit heavier than her, and it
Falls
just
in.
falls in the water.
Okay.
So he's in the water now.
Did he
So
shake?
let's
Like
see.
he just fell, right? He didn't like
He just
bust the
fell.
board. Okay.
He literally he didn't bust anything. He just like lost his balance and like fell in.
As long as it doesn't
okay.
take me with me, I'm happy.
Oh, okay. So like slipped through the board sort of thing.
Yeah, like he thought like it bounced when he wasn't expecting it to as he was running on it, and it
Gotcha.
kind of like made him lose his footing and then like lose his balance and fall forward.
Okay,
So.
now I just
He's in the
need
water.
to measure how far. So that was 20 feet.
Yeah, so
So
he can move 5 because it's
Yeah.
half speed. So he could technically get to the square right next to it.
sure. So let's put a blue marker on him to indicate he's in the water.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess he's gonna try to cut at this thing.
All right, give me an attack. I believe underwater attacks
Have disadvantage.
have disadvantage.
Yeah. That's only an 8, which actually is a natural 1.
Yeah, that misses.
Sad day.
He sees this thing up close, and it's the same thing. It has that horrible, like, rotting flesh mucus layer. It's disgusting.
All right.
Yummy.
All right, Una, it is your turn. Unless he's gonna do anything with his bonus action.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, since it can.
Oh wait,
see,
he has extra attack. What am I even
He
doing?
does have 2 attacks as a paladin.
What
now.
am I even doing? All right, that's a
Hey.
24.
That will hit. Go ahead and give me some damage.
All right, let's throw a divine smite into this. We'll do we'll just do a first level divine smite.
Okay.
So this will be inspiration deals 10 slashing. Divine smite. Is that
6.
that's 6? But it's an undead, correct? So I get an extra D8.
Yep. Of radiant, I
So
believe.
that's total of 18 damage on this fool.
Okay. He successfully, on the nose, kills this thing, and because he kills it with radiant damage, it does not get its undead fortitude. Not that he knows
No
it.
fortitude for you.
I had to
Wow.
the damage. I was like, ooh, is this gonna kill it? Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
he
Because I
runs,
shot it.
slips
That's the
into the
only
water,
reason.
slips into the water, and you see a bright light.
Boom.
oh man.
Dude, he's so broken. I'm jealous.
You can't be seen by creatures with dark vision, okay? You're a little broken yourself, lady.
Hey,
Actually, if Una wasn't in light, I don't think this thing could have. Well, would it have been able to see her?
when I was on the edge, he wouldn't have been able to see me, but they brought the light close enough where he probably would have been able to see me.
Technically, yeah. Technically, maybe if it was complete darkness, one of your attacks would have had advantage.
One of these times.
One of these times. You know, you
Uh,
would have had it on the pudding if it hadn't have gotten the jump on you.
That is
Well,
true.
no, the pudding had blind sight. Dark
Oh,
vision.
that's true. So,
Dark vision evasion doesn't matter.
okay.
Dang,
Boopity
what
boop
is
boop. All right, you guys are out
I
of
guess
combat.
Una's gonna take a finger. That seems
What?
like it's well. So she's been collecting pieces of these things to turn in with the kill as proof.
Well,
So she's gonna
honey,
take a finger.
does the undead after getting holy blasted sink to the bottom, or where does it go? Does it float? I
it's
don't
a
know how
floater.
these things.
It float. It would float.
It's a floater.
Oh,
Um,
ooh.
He's been in the water long enough. He just floats.
All right. there's the
I would
flood, so yeah,
definitely
you can pull
let Spreul down into the water.
I'm sure he greatly appreciates.
I'll just put him in this grid
Okay.
here.
Nora and Rowan will say, for the sake of expediency, as Una is lobbing off
A finger.
the body parts and fingers, you manage to catch up and see there's a corpse floating in the water, and she's pulling the finger off of it. It kind of is a little. It's a little weird because it's got that weird mucus around it too, so it's like a little slippery when you're pulling it off. Gross.
Does anyone have some dental floss?
I was gonna ask, do we have anything to put that in?
She puts it in her pocket.
Yeah.
I'll grab like a jar or something. We probably have an empty jar.
We put food in there.
Wait, not the pickle jar.
No.
Pickle
No,
and finger.
that's for yummy things, not gross things.
Ooh,
Well, I
pickled
have
zombie
some
fingers.
vials. So I'll just put it in, I'll shove it in a vial and like try to cap it, and then throw it in the
Are you
pickle.
putting it in?
Don't
with,
worry,
like,
it's
the slime?
squishy. It'll fit.
So honey,
Ew.
No, so I'll keep the black slime separate. So then I probably have. I think I had a couple of vials on me because I knew that this was going to be needed.
And you also know that the slime would have started corroding the finger too. So.
Yeah. So I would have I have 2 vials of slime, and then a finger.
I will start revealing more of the map to where people can see with the site.
so honey, my Hans and Franz would, seeing after his brother slip and took a dive into the water, would be trying to carefully go across the boards rather than hastily going across the boards.
All right, give me an acrobatics check with advantage because you're going carefully and you're going slow.
Ooh,
12?
That's enough.
Okay.
Is this the direction that we are, like, that we came, or is this new to us?
The area you came from is on the far right side of the map on
So
the
this is
bottom
all new.
corner. Yeah, this is all new.
I guess I would go into, like, since I see this little over here, this little crevice area, and kind of inspect this, since this is where he was running. I mean, since that's what we're just looking around, right? At this point.
Yeah, you're just looking around. It looks like there's some old bottles, like old barrels around here. There's some fractures of wood, stuff like that. It doesn't really seem like there's anything too much over here in this little corner.
So do you guys want to go north, south? Do you guys want to go back and see if there's anything across the way?
Well, so the first thing, I mean, Hansatrons gets across, grabs the undead body, will pull it up out of the water, and is going to cleanse this thing.
I would do some sort of like cleansing ritual.
Yeah. Basically, I would just say he'd probably just like, pray over it, give it some radiant light to purify it so it doesn't, continue to
decay.
To suffer and decay. He'd probably take some of the holy oil that he's got, and trace a butterfly on its forehead.
All right. It definitely seems to help remove some of the mucus effect on it. That was very gross, but it's still a very sad looking body. And looks like it's weird because normally the zombies you fought before and skeletons, like they were, actually you fought skeletons more so before. But I would say it's possible that you guys ran into zombies at some point. These ones look like they were like from the sea, like they were
sure
drowned at sea, and yet somehow we're still being supernaturally kind of like kept together through whatever foul magic was working.
Yeah. And after he does that, he'd probably prop it up against the wall and put it in like a sitting position, almost like it's taking a nap.
He's just sleepy.
And then he'll wander back over and try not to fall in the water.
Una will say that it looks like there's a room to the north if we want to start in there first. And I'll lead the way to get over into said room.
Oh, Lord.
And see if there's anything over here.
I will. Rowan will follow.
Una, before you got to where you did, when you were kind of like walking across the way, I'm going to move you. Which way did you walk across? Like, was it over here? Like you came across the bridge?
Yeah, wherever the bridge is.
You're walking towards and you're saying that, and in the back of your mind, you hear something like a voice speak to you, a very raspy, airy sort of voice that says, "Child of the sea, what are you doing down here?"
Mentally?
Yep, mentally.
Mentally?
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
Mentally, I will speak back via reply, even though I'm like creeped out. We are here to rid this area of creatures that do not belong. Do I kind of get a spidey sense of where the voice may have came from, or does it feel like it just all encompassing in my head?
There was no direction sense. It's just literally like as if the person was standing right next to you, but there's nothing there.
I'll try to not let anybody know something like that just happened. Kind of just let it happen, because I have no idea.
Well, I mean, how would Una react if she suddenly heard a really
she'd probably like voice? Pause and like look around. Like,
okay.
That's kind of more of like someone speaking to me. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing?
Probably bad.
You never know. Some good things talk to you. Your gods talk to you in your heads.
No, she talks to me in dreams and in fireplaces where I can see her. Where I can see her!
She projects herself into your mind. Thus.
No, it's audible. What are you talking about? It's audible.
The voice says back to you, "There are many foul creatures that reside in these waters and in these tunnels. I have no wish to quarry with you, and would you be willing to grant me peace?"
As long as you do not mean my party or those who come down here harm, I don't see a problem with that.
I will not harm your party. I can promise you that, so long as you do not harm me. It is interesting. I am here because of one like yourself, although you do not seem to carry the same arrogance that she had.
Oh, no.
We will
What are you mouthing, Aaron?
What are you?
I'm so excited! Una will respond. She's not scared of it now. She's like, oh, look, new friend. Leave her alone. She's naive.
I know. I love it. This is very in character for Una.
She'll just respond and be like, yeah, no, we'll leave you alone if you don't cause us any harm. I apologize that someone from my village had the arrogance to pull you from where you belong. Would you like assistance to get back to where you came from, or perhaps even to the sea? I'm sure it's not very pleasant down here.
It is not. The sea would be better than it is here. But I do not know if your companions and you have the same abilities to turn me home to my watery plane. You show a level of respect I admire. Tell me, what are you doing so far from the coast?
There are others from my village that are coming and might be able to assist at returning you back, especially if you mean them no harm. I'm sure that they'd be more than happy to assist you, or even those up above. I'm on a journey looking for someone who wishes to cause great harm to my people and disrupt the balance. Any help that you could provide from your amazing intuitive capabilities would be extremely helpful if you know of anything.
The voice, you assume it's man, like it sounds kind of manly, like an old man, you'd say. I am familiar with things old and have lived for eons and eons in other planes. I do not know of what thing you speak of, but I would assume that it would be an old type of creature, maybe even older than myself.
Would you be willing to observe an object for me and assist me with this task? I unfortunately don't have much to offer other than my abilities and my word, and perhaps my friendship and the ability to bring you back home if you could assist us with this task.
Do you have the artifact on you?
I would have to come back at a different time if possible.
Well, I will not be going anywhere, so that seems possible. I appreciate your honesty and manners. You are a very agreeable creature for your type.
Well, I hope that I can stay in your good graces. Do you have a name that I can call you?
No. Let me see.
I'm so excited, you guys. You got the friend.
Yeah, friend.
He's totally a friend. You don't know his last. Okay, maybe we do.
I believe that we are like inconsequential rodents.
Hey Google, what are names for old gods?
Titans.
Primordials.
You would not be able to pronounce my name. However, a close trend to the tongue of your people of the Globeshite would call me Slay.
Do you want to repeat that last line?
Slay. Oh,
No, not the last word.
Those from your village of the Globeshite, which is the seal village. It would translate my name something to close to slay. And Megan, you can spell it Sleigh.
Oh. So, hold on here. Globeshite. They're called world poop?
I'm probably saying it right.
It's Galish, something like that. But it's very close. It translates in Galish to Seal Village. Or Seal Village.
Maybe Lizzie, you should look up a pronunciation for that and repeat that word in a line.
Globeshite.
You may call me the Globeshite. The Glosh. Well, because it's SITE, which I'm trying to remember in Scottish has a certain way to pronounce it.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
Or global shit. It's fine. I will. It's very nice to meet you. You may call me Una. And
Una.
Would it be possible to send a image of your appearance, so if we do perhaps stumble across you, then we know that you are a friend and not a foe?
I do not have a way of projecting my appearance, unfortunately, but I would probably be disturbing to your friends. And by the way, guys, Una has been standing and
I was going to ask.
Una's just like standing and looking around, trying to like smiling and like.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys noticed there's no deception, there's no nothing. Like it has been 2 minutes of her having this conversation.
I was wondering. The Concentrons is probably like standing around her as she's like zoned out or whatever.
No, I'm just like, oh, he seems like a nice guy. Like,
he seems like a nice guy.
We got a new friend, you guys.
Uh-huh.
Who would have thought?
Una, hello.
I would wait until I'm done with this conversation. Well,
She's having a stroke.
pretty much. I will say, roughly, where are you so we can avoid that area? And are there any other creatures, by chance, by you that we can help get rid of? Or are they your source of food? I know what he eats.
That's
He
actually
feeds
a
off the
question.
soul
Yeah.
of life force.
What the fuck does this thing eat?
Oh god. He doesn't eat at all. He just absorbs.
Do they need to eat? I don't even know. I have
Probably
no
not.
idea. I'm gonna say,
Who
hang on.
doesn't know?
I'm gonna
Hold
look
on,
this up.
Tell me what it is, and I'll Google.
Fuck no, not
It's an aboleth. Don't worry about it.
How do you know what it is?
I don't know what it is. I'm just guessing. Because aboleths are like, I know because I had one in my game that was secret to everyone. And they are old.
Yeah, they are very
I'm just
old.
so excited, you guys. Una has a knowledgeable friend. She might get eaten. We'll find
No.
out.
You amuse me to be considerate of that, so unlike that other obnoxious creature. No, little one of the seals people. I only subside on algae and plankton in the water. You can kill the other creatures that you see as a terror. I look sort of like what your people would call an eel, which are unfavorably viewed as monstrous creatures, but not everyone can appreciate the beauty of nature like you do.
Well, perhaps one day I will be able to be graced by your presence, and perhaps you can assist me with that task. We will leave you be, and I'll let my party know that you are a friend and not a foe, and hopefully we do not come across your path and it does not lead to disagreement. But I look forward to your future company.
Very much likewise, and I wish you well on ridding these tunnels of the vermin that occupy it. And it kind of stops communicating with you.
So we're just gonna be like, I made a friend, you guys.
What are you talking about, Una? What do you mean a friend? You've been standing here staring off into the distance for like 3 minutes.
So we are aware that Para summoned some creatures and failed. She summoned a creature here that is a herbivore, only eats plants and algae, and is currently trapped here. He asked that we do not attack him if possible, and he doesn't mean us any harm, or those who come down here. He contacted me because of my affinity for the water, and just wishes to be left in peace, and will possibly even assist me or assist my people at observing the object that we found as well.
So he knows you are Celtic?
He seemed to know, and seemed to even know the name of my village, which is rare. But he sounded like an ancient, peaceful creature, at least from what I can tell. However, he's not a fan of Para.
Above table, I find this hilarious that this is now the second time in this game that Una is like, yeah, he seemed like a nice guy. Let's give him a chance, like she did with Ulin.
Yeah. Dude, he seems
The
super
enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes. I love it. It's
man.
so great. It's so great.
Una's too social for her own good, you guys. It's not.
I love it though, because I knew when I picked this thing as a creature, I'm like, I really hope that I can have it interact with them because that's part of the fun. So thank you.
So where is this ancient creature?
He did not tell me. I asked where he was. Did he tell me? No, he didn't, right?
Nope,
No.
he did not say where he was. He kind of like didn't really give any clear indication because it was coming in your head. He just kind of sounded like he was being cautious and wanted to like keep his distance, but warn you about his presence.
Yes. He didn't say specifically where he was. He did by chance describe his form to me as being one of a giant eel. And that if we see him by accident, then to not attack him. And I'm sure he'll contact
know what an eel is.
You guys have been by the coast before. Give me a history or a nature check.
You ate some and got very upset.
Oh, that's right. No, that was Andrew's Hans and Franz that got upset. It was the spicy eel that was like dried jerky eel, spicy from. But I mean, that doesn't tell you what it looks like.
Right. But I got an 18.
Yeah, you would have encountered eels before when you guys were both in the capital city of the Iron Valley.
Like how big of an eel you mean? You know, like 6 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet?
I would assume he sounded like he might actually know the name of the creature that bone came from. So I'm assuming he would be at least 20, if not 50 feet long. Because
Franz is like looking at the water now.
He did say that that all the other beasts are free game, and just if we wouldn't mind just not hurting him or attacking him, that would be greatly appreciated. And I did offer the assistance of maybe seeing if the school would be willing to send him back home. So I'll have to talk to Lady Elaine about that.
I mean, if he is as big as you think, there's probably not much worry on us hurting him.
No, especially since he described what he looked like. And I'm sure he'd contact us if we do encounter him again. But he does say he does have a scary presence.
Oh, good.
I just want to draw attention to the fact that Lizzie just like rolled 6 dice behind the screen.
Is that what that was? I thought she was moving stuff around.
No, she was rolling something.
Yeah. Anybody?
Okay, so where do we go?
Well, there's this room up here that I wanted to check out before I was contacted by Slay.
Excuse me?
That's its name?
It's like a. But I know like what a horse.
As
like
in,
a
you
horse
know,
sleigh.
like what you do when you kill someone.
You wouldn't know how it's spelled necessarily.
Not necessarily. She doesn't have subtitles turned on.
Una, give me a history check, because it is a word from your it's like a word from your village.
Oh,
like a language. I specifically picked a Norse word, or like a Norse word, because this is based off the Faroe Island. You're pretty sure it means like you've heard it before as like a name where it's like wise, clever, cunning. Like that's kind of what you've heard before. Like it's kind of like if somebody's really smart, they're just like, it's kind of an expression of like, oh, you're just regular like slay, aren't you? Like, you know, like you slay us all with your wisdom. Like, you know, it's kind of like it's interchangeable a little bit with that, where you're like, it means like smart, wise, old, like knowledgeable. So you wouldn't associate it with like, you wouldn't associate it with like slay as in slay, people.
So blah, wisdom, elder, cunning, blah.
Sounds trustworthy.
He seemed very pleasant, and he didn't like Para, which is always a good win. And he said that he enjoyed my humor or found me amusing, so that's always a good thing.
Oh,
and
okay.
he is willing to meet again, so that's also a good thing.
Good.
He eats plankton and algae, so that means he doesn't eat meat. That's always a win.
Yep.
I feel like Nora's just doing this like whole, do I say something? Oh, well,
yeah, Rowan wouldn't say anything.
Una made a friend.
It's not his place. He wouldn't. Oh, what's over here?
I think we're learning that like Nora and Rowan are the type of friends who are too scared to tell their friend that their fly's down, like when they're talking to their crush, and it's just like, I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna let this
Literally
be.
that.
No. Close, but it's more like I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong, even though I know that you're wrong.
I could
I'm
be
just gonna
right.
let you learn it the hard way.
It's fine. She might be right.
I'm gonna just start heading towards that
Yeah. This
opening.
little alcove.
All right, go ahead.
See what's past here. Do you want me to roll for anything, or?
I'll stay out here while you guys go in there. Because there's not, like, it's just a room, right? There's no further passage.
Who could say? We
Yeah,
can see that far.
you don't know. Continue forward. Let me reveal area. Rowan, because you have light. It looks like this room has a card in it where, like, maybe they would haul stones originally, and then there's some scaffolding and stuff in here and it looks like in this room there are some, like, bones on the ground in the far corner.
Can I just, like, look about the room, see if there's anything that pops out?
Give me a perception check.
Ooh, natural 20 for 23 total.
Oh, Rowan, you see over in the far corner by the bones, it looks kind of like a leather cloak on the ground.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna approach it. I'm not gonna touch it quite yet, being cautiously optimistic. As I get closer, do I notice anything different?
It looks like it's a cloak still. Like it's just kind of like leathery, sitting on the ground.
Hey guys, there's a leathery cloak on the ground. I don't want to touch it in case there's something not good about it. Does anyone?
Hans and Franz will use his divine sense to see. Let's see here. Let's see. Celestial fiend or undead.
He doesn't pick up any celestial fiend or undead.
So, there's that.
As you guys are kind of coming in more a bit, you actually see the cloak like shift a bit and like lift up, and its underside is all white, and then it kind of looks like a giant manta ray with floating teeth, and it basically charges at Rowan.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on a minute.
What is this creature called? I want to Google
It's
this.
a cloaker!
Is that what it is?
It's a cloaker, yeah. 1, 2,
I'm gonna
3.
make a cloak out of this cloaker.
All right, so it's got disadvantage.
You're not wrong.
because it's in the light. You and your goddamn light. 2 attacks. All right, so this is for its bite with disadvantage. Oh wait, shit! I gotta do it like one at a time. 1, 2. Okay, so with a 2.
You rolled a 6 and an 18. I'll take the 2.
So either one wouldn't hit. The bite would not hit. Second
Did you say
attack.
disadvantage?
Well, yeah, because it's in bright light.
Oh.
Because they all motherfuckers have light on in here.
So it has light sensitivity, poor guy.
Yeah. All right.
He's sensitive.
So it tries to bite you, and you successfully like bat it off, and then it tries to swing around with this giant stinger tail it has. 14 shouldn't hit you either.
Does
so.
not. No.
All right. And it lets out this horrid moan, and I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Within what range?
Within 60 feet.
Oh, man.
So that should be everyone but Una.
13.
Yeah, maybe not.
I mean,
Oh, no, wait a
she's...
minute.
Una's just barely. And it's for you.
Oh, that's actually.
Oh,
not
no.
good.
I got a 13.
The wise brothers probably
okay.
don't do so well.
20.
What'd you get, Megan?
I have a 11, and Spriul has, since he's in his activist form, an 8. No, a 10.
All right, anybody who got below a 13 is frightened of this thing.
So
until
I
its
met
next
it.
turn.
Does that mean I saved?
Yep.
Yep, you saved.
Okay.
All right. So...
Everything is scary.
Now we'll roll initiative.
Now initiative.
Yep.
17 for Una.
Ooh.
Hans and Franz's new initiative. Sam, what do you get?
I got an 8.
Still not rolling great.
What did it update Hans and Franz?
Yep, it updated us just fine.
Okay. So then that would be, he's going on 20. Rowan, you should be at a
2.
Oh no.
It's descending. All right. So top of the initiative, we have Andrews, Hans, and Franz. What did he get? He's frightened. So I think that's disadvantage on attacks from it.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, let's hold on here. Starting at the friendly creatures, 10 feet, saving throw, bonus. Okay, so you don't get the bonus. Only friendly creatures do. Got it. He would have had a 13.
He would have made it then because it was 13.
Okay.
So the only person who failed it then was Una.
And
The one who's not in the room.
That's
Una has no idea what's going on.
Her head has been assaulted too many times. She's just like, no more friends.
She's like, all of a sudden, she's like, yeah, I really just don't want to go in that room right now.
She's like, you know what? The last time I went into a room, I had a freaking slime drop on my head, and I had my armor corroded. No, thank you.
Sid Franz is going to go two-handed at this thing. So here we go. Twang! 25.
Hits.
9 points of damage. Schwang! Oh, that's an 8. That's a natural 1.
Doesn't say one doesn't hit. So just 8 points of damage for the first time?
9 points of damage.
9? Okay.
Yeah.
Marked.
No bonus action.
Okay. Next up we got Una. You're frightened, so I believe you can't move closer to the creature.
I'm just going to stay right where I am and be like, hey, is everything okay? And I'll like grab Spreewell and like, is everything okay?
Spreewell clutches around your arm. He's just getting grabbed by everybody today.
Yep.
He's getting carried like a queen.
He deserves it.
All right. Next up, we have the Cloaker. The Cloaker is going to try to attack Andrews, Hans, and Franz because you just swung at it with disadvantage, unfortunately, because of 11's not going to hit him.
No.
Okay, no for the bite, and then for the tail, 7 plus 6 is 13. So no. It is fucked. I think it will try to fly. Actually, it doesn't like getting ganged up like this and being in the light, so it's going to try to run away.
No, it's not.
It's going to try to. It doesn't know you have Sentinel.
Let's see. That's a 14.
That just hits.
Ooh, okay. That is 7 points of damage.
Okay.
So, honey, it could have moved around Rowan. It's just it couldn't have gotten away from him. So you could probably move it, within that 9 square radius.
I think it would have gone the other way though, because it can see you over there. So it's like, would it have gone around Andrews, Hans, and Franz?
In front of Andrews, Hans, and Franz, because that's the point where it would get stuck.
Okay, then yeah, sure.
Yeah, and then if it tried to leave any of that, I would have stopped it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, you stopped it. Anything else?
I don't think.
Oh wait, that was a reaction.
Yeah, that was a reaction.
Okay, so it can't move. It can't attack.
Bitch is done.
Bitches leave.
Bitches be stepping, but they won't.
Yeah. So anyway, the Cloaker is done. Hans and Franz, Josh, it's your turn.
All right, let's get up in this thing's business.
Let's get it started. It's hot.
Longsword, go! 21.
Coco. That hits. Coco Gadget Longsword.
10 damage.
Do you have an extra attack yet or no?
I do not have an extra attack. No, that was an accidental extra click. So 10 points of damage. But I will action surge and I will swing again for 12 points of damage. Swang, swang. And then do I just like go ham on this thing? Because this is definitely a creature Hans and Franz has never seen or faced before.
It looks like a really creepy manta ray that has giant teeth.
All right, let's get a spiritual weapon out here.
It's a posh bat.
So spiritual weapon will attack with a 15 to hit.
That hits.
10 points of force damage.
Woo!
Woo, it's looking a little rough. Nora, it is your turn.
Well, I'm in a bit of a weird spot considering all of my friends have blocked my vision of the thing.
I can't even see what's going on.
And I can't quite move around to see it. So let's see.
You can probably see it like above Andrew's head.
Because it's flying.
I guess it's flying, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like hovering a little bit in the air. It's a large creature too, so
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say it's a large creature?
Oh yeah, it is. Oh fuck, it's large. It should
Yeah,
be
I was
taking
gonna
more
say that
square.
it's gonna be here in the map. Then I
hang on.
definitely can see it.
Damn.
Okay, so yeah, you see this large bat-like, manta ray-like creature with teeth that's trying
much
to,
more
like,
intimidating.
Much. Giant bat-like manta ray thing. Well, I know that I'm going to go ahead and probably put down my... Oh, which one should I do? Yeah, we'll put down my bear spirit.
Ha! Called it.
And we'll put it down. Let me just draw it quick. Hold on just a moment, please. We shall put it here. Just to kind of stay out of the way, but still give everybody the facts. So you all get 11 points, hit points. 11 temporary hit points.
So anything else you're doing, Sam, or no?
And then let's go ahead and, because I can't really like get around to it all that well or really see the space behind it, because like I wouldn't know how deep this actually goes. We're just gonna cast a frostbite at it and see what happens. So I need a con save of 14. It has to be at 14.
Oh my god, I actually made a save tonight. So yeah, I rolled 14, so...
Alrighty.
So it does not take any damage because it's a cantrip.
Nope.
It was a valiant attempt.
I gotta get around to that thing. I think I'm gonna go ahead and maybe move behind my dudes.
Your move behind your squad.
Yep, behind my squad, just so that I can get a better lay of the land for what's behind it.
But have a wall of strong men between you.
I have a wall of swole in front of me. And bark.
Yeah, it's not a wall of swole. It's just a swall.
Yeah, it's a swall. This is my swall. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bunker down here for a little bit.
All right. Is Rowan.
Ha. Let's see here. I don't want to necessarily waste a rage quite yet. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack.
Okay, go ahead. Hit me, baby, one more time.
So that one's a 17.
That hits. Me, baby.
It's not weird. It's fine.
The cloaker singing "Hit Me, Baby" one more time to you.
8 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'll swing again. That was a 13. That hits, right?
Nope. Missed it, just barely.
Didn't I roll a 13 previously?
No, you rolled a 14 previously.
You're right.
13 was the wisdom save.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. And let me just double check here. I don't think I have any like bonus actions.
You do have the Shield of Faith bonus action on your axe. I'm like, what are words?
You are correct. I think I'll hold off on that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my action.
So the turn goes to Andrews, Hans, and Franz. So Josh, you're up.
Alrighty then.
You guys are just beating the shit out of it. I haven't hit you once with it.
I mean, this thing was not in its advantage terrain, so poor guy.
I should have done 2 of these things, but it would have been a deadly encounter. And I was like, no, I got other shit
Deadly
planned.
encounter in the dark. All right, let's Swing again, this time one-handed.
Rah!
12.
Nope, doesn't hit.
Rah! 16.
That hits.
13 points of damage.
It is still up, but it looks really, really bad. Una, it is your turn. You are no longer frightened because this thing's turn is come and gone.
Woo! I'm gonna shoot it. Twice. In the face. So, the first one is a 16 plus 7. I'm assuming that
Yeah, that
hits.
totally hits.
And the second one is an 18 plus 7, and I'm assuming that also hits. So,
Yes.
we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage.
All right, Una, how do you want to do this?
I'm just gonna be like, oh, and then let it go in arrow because I was frightened. So, just be like, oh. I mean, she asked me like, hey, are you guys okay? No one responded to her, so that's her response. Be like, oh.
Oh my god, that's funny. Okay, yeah, the cloaker is definitely dead. This big, overgrown, leathery winged creature is slumped on the floor in front of you and laying there.
Is it good leather?
It probably is. Hans and
Probably.
Franz is gonna get a new cloak.
That's I was curious. Could Una try to skin it?
Yeah, you'd have to make a survival check, and it would probably take you like an hour to skin the whole thing. I mean,
We'll
it's a
just
large
take it with
creature.
us. We'll just do it. We don't need to stop.
Drag this thing around.
It's heavy.
Oh.
Like, it's heavy.
All right,
mean,
I guess we can take a
short
short.
rest.
All right, so
Yeah.
everyone would get a short rest but Una.
Whoa!
Why are you ruining
That's
the
a
good
10.
weather?
That's
You know, you probably get enough for maybe some, like,
I've done
gloves.
this before. Okay, hey, gloves. That's totally fine.
Some gloves and a little bit of extra, like, maybe
I mean, could I help her?
extra foot.
Yeah, can I get assistance? I mean, it's a big thing. I'm sure I'm gonna need like someone big and strong to like hold it flat.
You didn't offer to help her originally when she said she was gonna cut it, but considering it's such a long ass process, yeah, go ahead and roll again, Megan.
Yes. Okay, that's a 15.
Okay, with a 15, you managed to get probably, say it's a 10 by 10 creature, you probably managed to get like 7 to 8 pounds of like, or like 7 to 8 feet of like skin. Some of it is white, like the underside of it is like more of a white yellowish color, and the top layer is that like really shiny gray color.
Okay.
So
we have cloaker, leather, about 8 feet.
So you spend an hour doing a short rest, slash Una and Rowan are working on carving this thing up. I would say for you two, you do not get a short rest, but for the other three, you can utilize a short rest if you want to. If there's anything you get back, mark it. But I think the only thing is, Josh, you would get your
Action surge.
That was very nice for me, considering I absolutely
Yep.
wasted my 11 temporary hit points there. So
yeah, you get that back too. So
Oh, how long does that last?
until
Or
the
they're
fight's
gone.
over.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're gone.
Bye.
But don't worry, I got it back again, so we're good. Yay, short rest.
where are you guys going after you get that all carved up? And unless there was any role-playing stuff that happened while they were carving shit up. But I don't want to interrupt that, but otherwise it was like, where are you
I
going
don't think
next?
so.
Yeah, I guess same marching order, and let's go to the north. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, give me a perception check, you three. And then I guess, are you guys going out of the thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I think all of us are just going that direction now.
Was there anything else in the pile of stuff, like from the beings being eaten? I guess in the room, or was it just bones?
No, just bones. Perception checks.
Boop. Oh, that's actually not horrible. That is a 20 for me.
I almost got
And
a 19.
Skruul has a 5.
18 for Andrew. Passive of 17 for Josh.
21 for Nora.
I got a 1.
Okay, Una
Look at
and
the
Nora,
water.
as you're walking out and getting ready to go start figuring out where to go next, you notice that where Josh's Hans and Franz had like pulled the corpse up on the shore and done like a burial rites thing for it, that body is gone now.
Oh dear.
Just ignore that. It's fine.
Nora would mention it. Like, just ignore it, and Nora's just like, guys.
Did that body get up and walk again? Find out next time on the Guardians of Fehal.